Subscribe for my channel Amol Ujagre and hit the bell icon for latest update.
Hey, welcome guys. Today we are going to discuss about the methods those takes arguments and the methods those returns values. So my name is Amul Zagre and you're watching me on my YouTube channel, and I'm the author of the book Practical Approach of Software Testing, which is available on Amazon India, International and Kindle. So let's do that. So I'm creating a Java class methods with arguments. Okay, fine. So let's start writing the code. That is public static void main, then string args. Fine. So I'll keep this main function aside, and I'll create a method here. Let's say public void addition. Okay, so I will define few data members like integer addition. Fine. Now I'll pass few arguments into it. Let's say int a, int b, and then here I'll write addition is equal to a plus b, and let's print the addition. Addition is equal to plus addition. Okay, fine. Now how to call this function or method? We need to create an object of this class. So this is the class name. Let's say ob is equal to new class name, then ob dot addition, right? So I cannot write simply the addition and parenthesis. It is giving me error, and it is asking me that this function is associated with two arguments, that is two integers. So you must provide here those two integers. So I'm providing it 23 and 78 and semicolon. Let's run this program. Okay, so this program has executed. So as and when the control comes here, the call goes to the addition function, and it takes these arguments passed to this, and it utilizes those arguments values inside the function and gives us the result, right? This we called as a method taking an argument. The arguments not necessarily can be integer, it can be any type of arguments like double or character, right? And any number of arguments you can pass to the method. Fine. So let us see some another example. Public void my method, and it takes string as an argument. Let's say string str, and I'll write system.out.println. My name is, I put some space, colon, again space, and plus str, right? So what I'll do is, with the help of the object of this class, I'll call this method and will pass certain string into this method. So ob dot my method, and I need to pass a string, let's say amount. So what will be the output of it? My name is Amol, right? So this argument has gone to this method, and um, the value of it has come here, and we got the output like this. My name is Amol. So I can pass one more argument, let's say int roll number, and I'll write system.out.println, say print only space, and my roll number is thus roll number, right? So I need to give another arguments, so let's say 109, and if I run this program, see, you got these two strings. My name is Amol and my roll number is 109. Fine. If you don't write ln, there will be no new line after this statement. See, like this. My name is Amol and my roll number is 109. Fine. So we have seen integer as an argument and string with integer as an argument. Let's see one more example. You can have array as an argument. So public void, let's say my method array. I'll pass an array of type integer, let's say a, and see here what we will do, we will print that array. So system.out.println given values of array are for, we know how to print array, I is equal to 0, I is less than a dot length, then I plus plus, then system.out.println a of I, right? So we know that if there is single statement, it's okay not to write these curly brackets, and even if you write it, it doesn't matter. So I am choosing not to write. Fine. Let's see how to call this method. So in order to call this method, I need to pass an array of integer of whatever size you need. Fine. So I'll declare an array here. So int, let's say arr is equal to new int of size, let's say 3, and I'll store arr of 0 is equal to 12, arr of 1 is equal to 24, arr of 3, 2 is equal to 14, right? So now I'll call this method, I'll put a comment to this statement, and ob dot my method array, and I'll pass arr, right? So let's see what happens. So given values of array are 12, 24, 14. So we can pass different data types as well as arrays in so different data types and arrays into the method as an argument. Fine. So these were the different examples for the method as an argument. Now let's talk about return type. Fine. So whatever method you see here, you have seen this word void here. So in front of every method there is void here. So what does void means? So if you check on Google, the meaning of void is null. Void. So meaning of void is completely empty or null. So it means that this function or method is having return type as void. It means that these functions are not returning anything, right? If I change this return type to int, right? So it started showing me error, right? So you have given the return type as int, but you are not returning anything. So it says that missing return statement. So if you are giving a return type of a method other than void, then you have to return a value of that type. Here the type is int. So I need to return a value of type int. So let's say any value of integer. 67 is the integer, right? So I can do this, or this addition is also of type integer, so I can return integer, so I can return addition as well. Fine. So now what is the use of it? So what it has done? Fine. So if you simply run this program, let's say let's enable this code void ob.addition. So if you simply run this program, it will run as it is, but when you have a return type to any method, then that method actually holds a value that is returned by that function or a method, right? So this addition is actually holding a value addition. Fine, whatever the value comes in this variable addition, so that value is held by this method, right? So what it means, this method acts like a variable holding a value. So I can do like this. I can assign this ob.addition to another integer, let's say integer x, and I can print this integer x using system.out.println x, right? So what it will do, it will give me the result returned by this method addition. So what it is returning, it is returning me the addition of these two numbers. Fine. So what is the output? Output is 101, addition 101 and 101. Fine. So function returning a value not necessarily have arguments. I'll give you another example. Let's say public, let's say int without arguments, right? So I'm returning, let's say 10. Fine. So you can have other lines of code. You can have other lines of codes as well, right? So what will happen if I call this method ob dot without arguments semicolon. So as we have not written any system.out.println or any other code that will print something on the screen, so it is not going to print anything, right? Only the thing is that this method is holding a value that it's written by itself, that is 10, right? So you can either store it into some variable and use that variable like this, or you can directly write this ob dot with arguments, right? This method inside the system.out.println, this will also give me the value that is written by this function or method, right? So as I said, this is holding a value. Fine. So you can return a value of any type, not necessarily only integer. You can return any type like double, right? So if I are returning it a double value, then I need to store it into a doubles, right? So I can print this like this. Fine. Or let's try with character. So I need to return a character. See, fine. I can return string. Hmm. I need to change the return type, or I need to change its type to string. Right. Also, I can return any array. Let's say array of type int, and let's store some array. Int a is equal to and a. Fine. So now I need to change the type to int array. Right. So how to print an array? Using for loop. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than y dot length, then I plus plus, then system dot out dot println y of I. Okay, so like this. Fine. So as I said, this OB without arguments is itself holding a value. So instead of y, I can put the statement here. So instead of y, I'll write this. Instead of I, I'll write this. Fine. This will also work exactly the same. Fine. So guys, this was all about the methods with arguments and methods returning a value. I hope you understood it, but if you still have any queries, you can ask me in the comment. And if you like this video, please don't forget to share this with your friends and colleagues, and also hit the like button. And if you have still not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you want to buy my book, the links are given in the description. It is available on Amazon. You can buy its hard copy as well as you can read its Kindle format as well. And I do conduct Selenium classes, that is automation testing classes and software testing classes in Katras near Bharati Vidyapit. So if you want to learn software testing or automation testing with me, then you can call me on this number and get to know the schedule of the training. Thank you very much.